Yay.
I've actually been practicing a sniper game.
I misplaced my shoes and I was freaking out. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, I have to go.
1, 2, 3, that works. Okay, that's pretty even. Let's just start it from here. For the common things of every day, God gave us speech in the common way. For the deeper things we think and feel, God gave poets words to reveal. But for the heights and depths no words can reach, God gave us music, the soul's own speech. And now, would you please welcome the University of the Ozarks Chamber Singers.
Music is something that everybody understands. It stirs us up inside and brings us together. No matter where you are, there will always be a place for music, especially at a small liberal arts college like Ozarks.
It's my belief that in a liberal arts setting, we must have the very best of fine arts because it exposes our students to other ways of knowing. It exposes our students to hopefully feeling something powerful. Something from within because of someone else's voice.
Here you can find the Glee Club, Chapel Choir, but by far my favorite is Chamber Singers.
Chamber Singers is our premier auditioned ensemble here at University of the Ozarks. It's a mixed ensemble, meaning that it's comprised of men and women. It's an SATB chorus, and we do the highest levels of choral repertoire. We do sacred and secular, but most of it is fairly difficult, so it takes experienced singers with some good vocal technique, some good reading skills, and this choir is the premier representation musically of the university.
But really, what does that mean? What is choir?
It's choir. What is choir? It's an ensemble of people who sing together.
And use all of their different voices and sing different parts and create a song together.
Choir itself is made up of a couple of different groups. You got
Sopranos and altos for the women, and tenors and basses for the men.
Soprano, to most people that I would describe it to that aren't familiar with music, I would just say it's the highest part. If you hear a song and there's a really high note, it's a soprano most likely singing it.
So alto is the lower sounding voices of the choir, and the sopranos are the higher sounding. So I'm an alto too, which means I'm a lower alto, so I'm the lowest voice part that women could, I guess, be assigned.
And there is the higher male parts in a choir, like basses sing the really low notes, like Johnny Cash stuff. Tenors go up high. They sing those Freddie Mercury notes, just killing it up there in the stratosphere.
Being a bass is kind of like the foundation, I guess you could say. The chord builds up from us.
For people that do not really understand what choir is, I would just tell them that being able to make music with people brings you close together. Our choir is very, very close. Maybe not as close as we can be, but just the fact that we stand next to each other or we sit next to each other and we make music together just draws us together.
I think this group is special because it comprises members who come from so many different backgrounds and so many different areas of study.
We have baseball players, we have nerd club members, we got cheer, we've got math, we've got
people that are not from America.
And I think when you get a group of people that love to sing and want to tell that story, it's magical. It's very sweet.
But not everything in choir is pretty. There are things that we go through that nobody sees.
I'll go to basketball games and baseball games because I enjoy that, but I also appreciate how hard they practice and work for their athleticism and winning games. And I feel like we work just as hard, but people just don't get to see that all the time. They don't get to walk by and see us practicing. They don't see us like sweating and covered in dirt when we walk into the caf to prove that we've just gotten back from practice.
It really takes a lot of dedication.
I mean, it seems like 4 to 5 every day, not a big deal, just an hour, but it really cuts into your time.
Sometimes it's rough, sometimes I don't want to go.
Because the afternoon is free to everybody else on campus, but to choir kids, it's like, no. You have to be in the choir room every day.
But some of the challenges are how involved all the members of the choir are. Sometimes we lose a few voices here and there, and so that's kind of hard to overcome. But we do it, and those who miss a day or two, they definitely pick it up on their own and really help out there.
You cannot lean on someone else, though it does feel like that sometimes. But if the person you're leaning on messes up, then it'll mess you up also. So you have to know your part independently when you come in, the rhythms, the sounds, everything.
I mean, I sacrifice an hour out of my day.
In my personal life to study the music and make sure that I know my part individually.
And then maybe sometimes on the weekends.
So going on tours, singing Sunday mornings at churches, singing for Good Friday at churches.
And you also have to take care of yourself.
If I get excited or if I'm at a sporting event or anything, I have to be conscious of how I'm using my voice, make sure that I don't strain it, don't lose it, don't get sick. So all of the vitamin C and just keeping a healthy diet is important because I can't get sick and sing at the same time. It just doesn't work.
Before practice or before a concert, I have to just drink a lot of water.
Also, usually on concert days or performance times, you always avoid dairy. It makes your voice sound different, and it just kind of like clogs your airways. I don't know how or why, but it's just a musical rule that you do not eat dairy on concert days.
It's like a daily grind, and once it's done, sounds really good.
But there's also dissonance within choir. It's almost like there's a rivalry between the higher parts and the lower parts. But it's mostly due to the stereotypes that we have in choir. For example,
sopranos get the diva stereotype because they always have the melody and they always go for the high notes, like that high G. They just sing it loud and proud.
So it's not really that altos hate sopranos. If nothing else, at the end of the day, we'll both agree on how pretty the tenors sing.
I think we're heartbreakers, honestly. I mean, they hear us and they just...
I see them fangirling whenever we're like doing our solo parts.
Guys, on the other hand, that's a different story.
Tenors, they're like the trumpet of the choir. Okay, so in band, I was also in band when I was in high school, and the trumpets are known for being obnoxious and playing like... Trumpets are the most obnoxious players. Like, their instrument's obnoxious and the people are obnoxious. Oh, it's just awful. Now, none of our tenors are actually that bad.
I sing soprano too, just because we can.
It's possible that we can.
I mean, they need some help. We don't.
It's just never acknowledged, but we're just known as tenors, though we can do more.
Tenors get that rep a lot because they have the high part for a guy, so they come out more than the basses just because their part is high.
I mean, you can have a choir with all high notes, but then it's just a women's choir. Hint, hint, tenors, yeah.
Perhaps tenors get more attention than basses, but they both have to struggle with people questioning their masculinity.
If you are not considered manly because you sing, I don't want to be manly.
We got testosterone for days. I don't know what they're talking about.
In spite of all our differences, at the end of the day, we're able to recognize the importance that the other sections have and how we need of each other in order to give a good performance.
We joke about tenor superiority and how we're clearly the best, but not everyone in this choir works really hard and does amazing work, and it's just cool sometimes to kick back and listen to the girls doing stuff by themselves.
It's just great teamwork that, we all come in, we all have the same passion. We all want to perform, so I think it just works well that this group is together a lot throughout the week, and we have fun.
President Dunsworth and I were very much in agreement that chamber singers needed to start touring again.
We never know what seeds will be planted when the choir is on tour, when they're staying in homes, when they're touching people, and what might come from that. Maybe it's, touching someone's heart in a way that it hasn't been touched, or maybe it's creating a lifetime of love and care for the institution.
Chamber singers needed to start touring again for all of those reasons, to help increase donations from alumni and churches, to strengthen relations with churches, to reach out to alumni in a new and different way, and also to recruit students to grow the program.
Regardless of the whys, we should support the choir and the tour for the possibility of what might be.
We'll be doing two different things on our tour. We'll be doing workshops with high schools during the day, showing these high school choral students what it's like to sing in a choir at University of the Ozarks. And they'll sing for us, we'll sing for them. I'll work with them on some of the pieces that they're doing to show them what it would be like if they came and sang in a choir with me on campus here. And then we will do our concerts in the evenings at churches, to which hopefully a lot of those potential students will come and see what it's like when we do a full concert. And then, we'll be taking up a love offering every concert, and so that will be raising some money for this tour and for future tours.
I think it's going to be a good trip for all of us. It's going to be a special bonding moment, even though some of us are leaving. It's just like a last hurrah with the choir before we go our own way.
It hasn't hit me fully yet, but eventually it'll hit me like, oh, I've got to sing for like a week straight. Oh, I've got to sing for a week straight.
We have 5 more times only to, get the music perfect every time and make sure that we don't mess up.
It's not like a super bad fear or anything. It's one of those, I can do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I can do it kind of moments.
And you can rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, but then once you hit performance, you never know what's going to happen.
The biggest problem we have is that one night we have a tour date that falls at like 7 p.m., but we're going to be driving all that day. Believe it or not, sitting on a bus for a long time, it drains you of energy. So I think trying to perform after traveling all day, it's gonna be a little challenging. It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be a little nerve-wracking, but I think it'll be fine.
Bryce hasn't got to go on a homestay yet because it's baseball season.
But now that we're touring, after the academic year is over, I think the 4 of us we'll probably room together and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna tear it up. Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas, they're not ready for us.
So, how has the first day of the tour been?
It has been tiring. It's been a lot of fun, but it's like really, really tiring. We started our day going to sing to First Presbyterian Church from Clarksville, Arkansas. Now that we are about to start the tour, are there any stuff that you're worried about? Like maybe something you didn't foresee until right now?
So one thing that freaks me out about tour is we're gonna be singing all day, every day for about 5 straight days. I get tired doing one rehearsal. I'm not sure my voice is gonna hold out this whole week. It's gonna be tough.
Like I've had allergies all week and one of my ears has been bothering me, so if one of those is off, then it's really bad trying to hear myself and trying to breathe at the, while I'm singing. So I'm a little worried about that.
I think we'll have so much downtime that we'll be either napping or just hanging out to relax. but I think it's going to be a little bit too much for me in a way. I'm not sure. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like we only perform maximum twice a day. So if we're not performing, what are we doing? We're relaxing. And our performances don't necessarily last 3 hours. So it doesn't fill up the whole day, so most of the day we're just hanging around.
Like, that sounds kind of lame, but I just get tired and then I stop caring about things. That's a bad thing. I don't want to get like that because I hope the tour goes really well.
What about the host families?
The host families be fun to meet too. I really hope I don't get like a bad host family, but I'm sure I won't. The past couple have been really good.
What about the food? Are you worried about the food?
I'm not worried about the food at host family's house because they always feed us well. Breakfast is always an issue because they don't like eggs, and then they always want to make breakfast casseroles.
I don't know what to do. Hey. So I guess everybody has their designated seat.
Not really.
I don't know what to do.
Password for the Wi-Fi?
Yes.
I'll give it to you now. Is this it right here?
That's
What's the
it,
Wi-Fi
okay.
name?
Peace Train.
Peace Train.
Peace Train.
And there's some numbers you gotta, I guess, I'm not familiar with that, guys. Let me tell you something, guys, I'm old school, flip phone, okay? Call and text, that's it.
Okay, the password, lowercase, OZ FN 1834, and then an asterisk. Somebody tell me if that gets you on.
What's an asterisk?
We're cleaning up the IP
Little
address.
star.
It's good.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad.
Ready. Nobody needs to go to the bathroom.
Are we done?
Got folders, got tuxes, dresses, black shoes,
Black shoes, socks, I'm used to this.
Yeah.
Okay, also guys, I'm kind of like y'all, probably about every 2.5 hours. If you need to stop, we will for restroom break. If not, we'll just keep going. I know today's gonna be a short day, so, but I mean like when we leave from Arkadelphia going to Arlington, it'll be a long drive. If you need to stop, like I said, about every 2.5 hours, if it's that all right with sponsor here,
Yep.
doctor here, we'll stop. If not, just kind of sit back. Also, try to keep the bus as clean as possible. We have trash can up here. Anybody bring any snacks? I'll just tell you this. I've been in this for 26 years, but I drove bigger buses. I would tell my group, a hungry driver is an angry driver. A full driver is a happy driver. And as y'all can tell, I've been happy. Okay, so anyway. Okay guys, if you need anything, just holler at me, just say, hey Bobby. It's not sir, anything like that. I know I'm older than y'all, but I go by Bobby. Okay? Okay.
We'll make sure
And we came to Hot Springs. It was like 2-3 hours of, you know, like riding in the bus.
No, we've arrived at the first church of our tour, and they're setting up the stage now for us. We're all trying to wake up after our nap.
Yeah. We've been sleeping. The men are moving the things out of our way. They needed muscly men, and we've got them. So,
Have things changed at all?
not really. I don't feel like. No. Most people just slept on the bus, honestly. So.
I'm really mad at Whitney right now, but she sat really far from me.
I guess we're gonna realize how close we're really gonna be these next couple of days riding on this bus.
I don't think we've ever been this close, and it almost feels like we're stuck with each other for a week, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
Okay, you have to come running up like, Mosby.
I don't have to do that.
You do, just be like,
What is it? Go again.
Hey,
What about the rumors? You had to like run.
No, I don't have to do that, Mosby.
Okay. All right. So, which question?
Okay, so you mentioned in your previous interview that you wanted, or you wish you could all room together, like all the tenors.
Oh yeah.
And now Bryce is going to room with Eric.
Eric's getting Bryce.
Eric's getting Bryce.
Is that I'm with Vicente.
Any take on that, Vicente?
I'm good.
You gone talking around Mosby room with you?
I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna have fun. We're cool. I'm excited.
It feels like we are doing like choir, but it's like upgraded.
Hello, Betty.
So how do you feel before our first concert?
Well, I'm a little stiff because I can't really move my neck with this tie on, but other than that, I'm pretty good.
So, I mean, we've traveled so far. I don't know, any comments about that?
I think we're gonna have a great concert. I'm looking forward to it. I was really impressed because it had been about 2 weeks since we really had rehearsed some of those pieces, but they sounded great today. I think we're ready.
I hope everything goes smoothly and that there's no major mistakes, because that would be pretty embarrassing. But
I just hope I remember all the little notes that he made in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Probably won't, but
all the nitpicky details.
The waiting's the worst part. Waiting for the concert to actually start, but we got about 25 more minutes.
Is there...
Kind of nervous, but not too nervous.
Why?
I don't know. Last couple performances ago, we kind of missed a couple notes at the basses, and so hopefully we can hit those notes on point this time.
Are you looking forward for something like throughout the tour now that we have the full schedule?
Meeting the host families. It's gonna be fun. That's what I'm excited for.
the free time, I think, like going around downtown Hot Springs.
Yeah.
Six Flags.
Knowing that it's not all sing, sing, sing.
There are a lot of Starbucks stops.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, that should be a nice addition.
I'm really looking forward to Arkadelphia tomorrow. I'm looking forward to meeting with Reverend Gabbard, meeting back up with her. I think she's really excited to hear all of us as well. And just kind of, connecting back with her, our former Reverend. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Any last minute, thoughts or, something?
Shake it out, all the nerves, just get it out so I can do my thing.
How has your experience been trying to play both the videographer and a choir member here on this tour?
It's really hard to choose what should I do? Should I be the singer? Should I be the videographer? And I guess I'm also kind of afraid of people being like, oh, just get your camera off. Because I don't want to make them uncomfortable. I just want them to see it as something fun, as something that we all can enjoy and people can, enjoy with us. So that's the hard part. But I think that so far everybody's been really.
That's my mom.
Everybody has been really positive about it. So.
Betty,
John,
how did today go for you?
Well, so Aubrey,
yes.
Is this one of your favorite parts of the trip, just going to Starbucks?
I'm very excited. I had a cup of coffee this morning, but it was black, and I like cream and sugar in it, so I need to refill my tank.
Nice. Wait, is it bad for singing coffee?
Yes, it is very bad to sing with coffee, especially if it has cream and sugar in it.
So I guess it's weird that Dr. Ledger, he loves the Starbucks, so...
He drinks Starbucks before most of our performances. but he doesn't have to sing.
That's right.
Come on in.
I got a venti iced latte with 5 shots of espresso, 3 pumps of toffee nut syrup, and skim milk.
So tell me, why do we have the Starbucks stuff?
Because I have to have my Starbucks before I can talk to people in the day. I have to have my coffee.
You ordering something?
No, I just came here for fresh air, honestly.
Jeremy, are you ordering something?
No, I just didn't want to sit on the bus.
So what are we expecting for today?
We're gonna have some free time downtown, and then we'll have lunch, and then we're doing a recruitment clinic at Arkadelphia High School, and then we'll go to the church and have some downtime, rehearse a little bit, have dinner, and then a concert at First Pres in Arkadelphia tonight.
To ask you about your thank you letters, because I remember that one time whenever we came back from Hot Springs, you and Jeremy really liked the people, and so you wrote a sentence and then Jeremy wrote the other sentence. So how are you doing the thank you letters now?
Unfortunately, I let Jeremy handle that this trip, but he forgot him in his backpack here on the bus. So we just did one for the 4 of us on John's letter. But I mean, it works out the same, since we would have just left them 2 and we could have just left them 1.
What? Corbin's handwriting's better than ours anyway.
Okay, well maybe better than yours, but I have pretty cursive.
Corbin's handwriting's pretty nice.
Well, I have pretty cursive.
Alright, everything for class and cursive.
So who has the better handwriting?
Me. Liar. And I beat Corbin at chess last night. Hour and a half. Didn't even take any shots or anything, and we were still intense.
So your favorite part about like being with your host family?
I mean, they fed us really good stuff this morning, and we didn't really go check out their land just because it was dark and stuff like that. They had like 4 dogs, Cardinals fans. We got along.
Okay, so usually after we go to any host family, we come back and we get together and we banter back and forth of, oh, you know, well, my host family got us this. Well, my host family got us this. Well, my host family did this, and did this. And everybody goes,
They were just super nice people. I mean, they laughed it off whenever Joel ruined the engagement surprise. So, sorry, it's funny. I wanted to say it. You want to tell them, or you want me?
Our lady, Helen, told us that her son got engaged last night. And her husband's a doctor, so he works like all day. He didn't know yet. And I told him whenever I met him, I was like, hey, congrats on your son's engagement.
It was great. He said, oh, well, thank you. And then, like, he had this look. And she's like, we hadn't told him. But yeah, no, they were just super nice and accommodating. They had a dartboard and some pool, even though we didn't play with it. That was pretty nice. But yeah, it was just like every other host family. They were super friendly, just really accommodating.
So we stayed with this older lady, Jamie, and she was really cool. She was pretty good friends with the Clintons because she worked in the White House during the Clinton era. And yeah, she's had a lot of pictures with them. Pictures with their cat. Saw one of those. That's pretty cool.
Any highlights of your night?
Me, Tyler, Eric, and Bryce played spades till like 1 in the morning. Just ate all her food. She bought all this food for us and we ate it. It was a good night.
So
Yesterday we thought you were not gonna be with Bryce last night, but you got to be with Bryce.
Yep.
So
We no, we had a good time. Played some cards. Kicked his butt in the first game, but second game him and Vicente beat me and Eric in spades. But he's still very proud of that. Gang.
winning.
It was fun. Like we had a great time.
Anything else you want to ask?
Now we're off to see Reverend Gabbard. So let's go.
Anything else you want to add?
I don't know.
Yeah, can we turn the camera on you?
Sure. She interviewed her last night, so I guess we can interview me now.
Alright, better.
Okay.
So how many people don't get your name right?
We're so tired. She gets to, she's like,
Pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
I know your names. I just suck at saying it. Betty. I don't know. I can't say it.
How did your host parents call you? Did they get your name right?
Did they even know your name?
The guy did. I don't know if he said it in the right way or he said it in the wrong way. I don't pay attention to that anymore. So, he said it the right way. So, yeah, the lady didn't even try. She just like said honey or something. So.
Are you hoping to go to the horse races today at Oaklawn?
I didn't even know there were horse races, so I guess not. I got it right.
Well, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. Any questions for me, Tyler Mosby?
Nope.
No, nothing.
I got nothing.
Hi, Whitney.
Hi, Betty.
How are you so far?
I'm good. We just had lunch. So now we're on our way to our high school workshop. So it's pretty exciting. It's our first one of the trip. So, yeah.
Thank you, Bryce. So nice.
I don't even know why you're chancing it.
Eric, what were you doing?
Idiocy.
So, Vicente, I want to ask you something. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, someone yesterday said
The basses are weird. That's true.
What do you have to say about that?
Catch me outside, how about that?
I'll be waiting.
No, I don't know. Whatever. It was probably Tyler, honestly.
Tenors are weird. It was not Tyler. It was a tenor, but it was not Tyler.
Okay, I don't know. Come at me, we'll see.
The Arkadelphia High School choir students are going to come in. We're going to do a little rehearsal together, kind of show them a few of our songs, and just a little recruitment process and see if any of them are interested in to coming to Ozarks and singing for us.
We got to listen to them sing to us first, and then Dr. Ledger conducted them. He helped them, and all the time I was thinking, oh, so they're feeling the way that we felt when Dr. Ledger came to audition for us. And I thought that was really neat because I felt like I could connect with them. And then afterwards we sang for them, and while we were doing Soon I Will Be Done,
we broke down, we worked the women's part, and then we came to the men's part.
Yeah, we're doing the soft part of the song, trying to get that round dark sound like a whispery voice.
And then there's a part where the tenors just kind of float up, but still remain a little heavy.
And then we get a reaction afterwards.
So how do you feel about that?
Jared blushed.
We started laughing.
Yeah, we started laughing. Everyone kind of looked at us and was like, Go figure, the tenors.
Any comment on the girls' reactions on the tenors?
Jealous. Very much jealous. You know, we're singing, we're going at it, the tenors are doing their thing, we're doing our thing, and all of a sudden, oh my God, tenors, yes! And we're like, oh my God! Like, what about us? Nothing.
Yeah, oh my God, I just
It's too late!
It was really hard for me to concentrate during the whole like high school performance because I was seeing the faces of the high school girls, and there was like a girl that was like, oh my God, that's so pretty and stuff. And it was not only because of the tenors, it was also because they were like, oh, did you heard like how high they went? And so I mean that was really cool to see, you know, like that other people that like we were them like a couple of years ago, and now we are the ones that they look up to. So that was like really fun and really cool. And then afterwards we went back to church.
I am with Reverend Elizabeth Gabbard, who I've talked so much about in all of these interviews. Anytime they would ask us, what are you most excited for? And I'm like, going to Arkadelphia. Reverend Gabbard's down there.
You're so sweet.
We're going to her church.
So Reverend Gabbard, tell me, what is your connection with the Chamber Singers choir?
Well, I used to be the chaplain at University of the Ozarks, and I taught Mr. Mosby in a class. So I've spent a lot of time with several of these singers, and I'm excited to hear them again.
Is there something you would like to wish the singers for the rest of their tour?
Oh, definitely. Not good luck, but break a leg. Stay on pitch and follow the conductor's baton, and it'll be great.
That's what we've been told the entire time.
I believe it.
Except break a leg. So
Yeah, break a
tell us good
leg,
luck.
yeah.
You're not supposed to wish us luck.
No, you're not. No, break a leg.
We're in the intermission. Can you tell me, what do we usually do in the intermissions?
Hydrate and sit down.
Get
Sit
off
down.
my feet
Yeah.
and let the blood rush to them.
So
Breathe.
this is our third concert. Third?
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
The first half feels shorter.
Definitely.
Yeah. It gets easier every time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Less
and it also, but it also
nerve-wracking.
gets better at the same time. Like,
It's like, oh my goodness, we're already at the last song.
Also, it feels like it's easier to notice mistakes and respond to them, as well as easier to respond to Dr. Ledger.
I've stopped like looking at my music so much.
Yeah.
I've definitely been able to watch him, and I've not had these songs memorized at all. So.
Yeah. He smiles more
Yes.
while we're performing.
I don't know if he feels good or if we're actually doing something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we're improving, but just worried that if we let that get to our head, we bomb from not paying enough attention because we think we know it too much.
Yes, like what happened at Hot Springs Village. We just bombed the Bach, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes that happens.
Noticed a lot of mistakes that we made at the first concert and the second concert and beforehand. A lot of those mistakes are non-existent in this concert so far.
Then afterwards we came to this amazing house with Caroline, and she's really cool, and I'm pretty sure that John is the one who is having the, like, he and Corbin are having like the best time here.
It's just been amazing. The wonderful hospitality, beautiful house, And just the fellowship so far has just been astronomically amazing. Nice. Yes. All right. Oh.
I'm gonna like stop that because I think
okay.
that's all my memory.
It's gonna get colder.
So today, I mean, it was fun. It was not full of action because we spent that most of our time in the bus.
So we shared stories about last night.
Reverend Gabbard was our host, and she cooked a lot of food. We had a lot of snacks.
We talked about where we're from, they talked about where they're from, their past, our past, what we're doing this summer.
Themselves and their kids, which I always love hearing their stories because they're always like funny, and it's just kind of cool to get kind of like advice from them.
We popped a bottle of champagne and got to know each other.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Who was it just Jeremy and you, or did you have more people?
I can't, well, I would like to give away more information, but I cannot. There's,
Completing the fifth for you.
the first rule of Fight Club is that you don't talk about Fight Club. So, it's kind of how it went. We had a very interesting conversation with our host. And that's really, if I told you anymore, I'd have to kill you. So, but Jeremy might be a little more capable of revealing things because he doesn't seem to be afraid of the mafia. So.
Last night was a good time. I mean, like, you know, we just, you know, did host things, you know, sat around, did stuff. We rocked it. You know how it is.
Yeah, I guess. Is there something particular about your host family?
Yeah, they're like 8 beds. I mean, like, let's see, including our hostess, there were 4 of us. The other 4 were for like the ghosties living around the house or whatever, you know.
We were in a haunted house.
Yeah, it's haunted.
That's all we can say about it.
Yeah, you know, we can't speak because of the curse. But, you know,
I thought it was
spooky
because
stuff.
of the mafia.
Yeah, the curse of the mafia.
Right.
I mean, let's be real here. The biggest mafia in this area was Al Capone back in the day, and he's a ghostie now. Oh dang, I said too much. I'm gonna be in trouble.
There are unexpected things that happen, like Aubrey left her phone.
Did you have it in the car, Aubrey? Yeah.
I can't really see from there. I mean, I can see, but I can't see.
Screwed. Which one's the girly one? I don't know which one's yours.
The blue one. Over to the right.
But I
or left.
If anything, it would be in the parking lot.
Like the case?
Huh?
You think it's in your bag?
Where do you think that could be, Vicente?
I don't know. Girls always lose stuff all the time.
I'm just waiting for you to be like, oh, there's.
Aubrey, is your phone an Android? Well, there is this thing you can do in Google Play when you can make it sound remotely. It doesn't matter if it's in vibration or silence. It will make it sound, and it will tell you like the location where it is.
Yeah,
so we can try that.
Can you do like the Find My Phone thing?
I don't know. It's an Android. You just need like I can show it. I've done it more than once, so it's not my phone. Is it working?
I think the site is down or something. Because Google Play is the only one that won't upload. I can get Google Mobile.
Oh, look what I found.
On the ground?
On the ground.
I threw it on the ground. So if she wants to just mail it to some location.
You just want to mail it back to school?
mean, we're going to be in Arlington for 2 days, so maybe she can like mail it
Oh, yeah, we will.
whomever you're staying at.
She'd have to like overnight it.
She said that she would.
She'd overnight it. Oh my god, I'm so down.
It's nice though. Can we turn around?
Can we pull over? Where would she mail? Maybe to the church? I don't know. I'll go ask Dr. Ledger.
Why don't you just call her?
What was the resolution of your phone?
We're gonna have to mail it to the next place we're going.
Are they mailing it to like your home person, host person, or?
No, they have to overnight it to the church.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
Not great. But I'll live. It's fine.
It's just a phone.
It's just my life. I have a Kindle, so I'll be okay.
But I mean, exciting things happen. Aubrey finally got to braid Vicente's hair. It's something that we've been talking ever since Vicente joined choir. It's more like her dream than mine, so I mean, it's fine. I just want to touch his hair.
So tell me, how do you feel now that Aubrey braided your hair?
It's on my face anymore, so that feels better. I feel pretty.
We're getting better every single time at this concert. I feel like we are all very self-conscious about it, but at the same time, none of us wants to like be overconfident on it and just like be like, oh, we got this, you know, like super cocky. Because whenever we get cocky, it's whenever we mess it up the most. So I feel like we're not doing that. Maybe the tenors a little, but you know, they're the tenors. Today we didn't sing at all.
We are going to Six Flags.
Are you excited about it?
Yes and no. I don't know. I haven't been to an amusement park in a few years, so I'm kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so about how this is gonna go today. Being at an amusement park all day, basically opening to close.
I've never been to Six Flags, although I have been to other amusement parks like Six Flags, but I've never been to Six Flags.
Why are we getting 25 for
10 for lunch and 15 for dinner. There you go.
Thank you. Matthew, can you tell me what John is doing right now?
Every time you get meal money, you gotta sign for it so we can prove that it's all going to the right place.
Do you want to say like what we're doing tonight?
Oh, so tonight, I don't have them with me, but Whitney and I have been saving these like masks for our faces to make them I don't know, healthier, maybe not prettier, but you know, just it's a girl thing. And so we thought we were gonna do like use them the night before the concert. We forgot about that, and then I mean not the night before the concert, the night like before our tour. And then we forgot about it, and we've been saying, oh, we'll use them tomorrow, we'll use them tomorrow. So finally we're doing it, but we're not showing it to you because, you know, like I don't think we would like all of you to look at us with like weird stuff on our faces. And well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Hopefully we won't kill each other in the long ride to Poto, and hopefully our voices are good for tomorrow. So far I feel like we've been, you know, like ascending, but after today at Six Flags we might be going down the hill. I don't know. So I just hope us the best. We woke up in Arlington, and then we gathered like 7:30ish at the Westminster Presbyterian Church, and then we took off to Poto, Oklahoma, where we are right now.
Today's a coffee kind of day.
It was like a private video.
No, today it's on a bus. It's just a long day of sitting and waiting.
Texas is infinite, so we spent the first part of our day sleeping.
It's just been awesome to sleep and not have to worry about singing yesterday and part of today until we get to Poto.
The fun thing about like doing a road trip is that you spend a lot of time with people.
Talking to everybody, getting to know everyone a little bit better. We all get a lot closer. We actually get to know each other more. So it's been fun.
And we went to a high school.
The school that we went to, like, am I related to Jesus was the question, and all the kids were laughing, and it was a good little joke. I don't know. Makes me feel good. He's a pretty attractive guy, so hopefully I'm that attractive too.
Then went to the church. I interviewed the tenors.
Okay. Joel, if you're gonna be the bad boy, like turn your back to us a little bit.
I think we're cute.
You are the cutest guy. Okay, so how's it going for the tenors so far?
Pretty solid. We got a compliment today.
We get compliments every day.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
We're always getting compliments.
We were working on a piece, and he was like, you know, I'm not going to cut you off because you guys are
disciplined.
You guys are very disciplined. That was his word. It was
You can enter on your own. You can cut yourselves off.
We can do it by ourselves. Basically said we're independent, and that's all.
No, but can we talk about those Sopranos though?
Oh my
dude, they were
God.
killing it earlier.
So on top.
You can't tell them we said this though, but the Sopranos were killing it. All right, we don't give compliments very often, but I mean everybody rocks.
I mean, let's let the altos in on this too. I mean, there's only 3 of them right now.
Yeah,
Lauren's
Lauren-
having to do alto one by herself.
So I say that you may know Lauren's like the only alto one, and she's
cool. She's cool enough to be a tenor. You know?
Yeah,
she's a tenor in training. Is
she's pretty strong.
Pretty much how we put it.
To replace me next year.
Yeah, I heard she used to be like soprano. Now she's down to alto. So we're just prepping her, getting her voice lower so she could join the club.
What about the basses?
Oh man,
those guys.
They're actually having to work extra hard today.
We're all tired.
It had a rhyme or reason to it.
It's just we're just trying to make it through the rest of this tour.
I feel like my voice is like gone.
So they scream too much on the roller coasters.
Yeah, so they're having to actually step it up. So I'm proud of them for that.
We thought Joel was going to, like, this was gonna be like his last concert with us because his sister is graduating from high school, so the graduation ceremony is tomorrow.
We're all happy for her.
But let's be real, you have family here too.
She's coming to Ozarks next semester.
Is she really? Is she gonna be singing?
She's gonna try out.
She's gonna try out? Heck yeah. So we'll have Joel,
Christina,
and the Pips
Want some sibling action next year?
I'll hold him down. Wait, she's not cute?
She's not available.
That's not what I asked.
Not available, like not available, or not available, like Joel says she's not available?
21. So.
Okay, so Joel says not available.
Alright, now we're talking.
Okay, so how do you feel about this being your last night together singing?
How do you feel about that, Joel? How do you feel?
I feel like you're gonna miss me.
That's fair. That's fair.
But while we were in the intermission, Dr. Ledger asked him, so what are we doing tomorrow? And he said,
Well, I decided it'd be a little complicated just to stop at Alma and then go home and sit through an entire graduation for my sister's name. Which, I mean, I would have done gladly, but I wanted to finish this up and wrap up the year with everybody that I've been singing with for an entire 2 semesters now and say goodbye to a couple of special members.
and I mean,
We'll kill it tonight, make up for it tomorrow, so you might as well sing out completely.
Can you hear the prayer of the children on bended knee in the shadow of an unknown room?
if you know me, then you know that I like writing letters to people. So I wrote like a letter to each person that is going on this tour. So, well, I mean, I just want to say that so far, like, it's been really, really cool to share this experience with you all. So I hope you enjoy the letters that I wrote you. And I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Alright, Vera. So, how was the last day of the tour for you?
Okay, so the last day, after being with our hosts, we went back to church, and like my hosts were kind of late to take us there, and I really wanted to give everybody like the notes, so I went to the bus before everybody came in and put them like in everybody's places.
Your notes this morning were really neat. They were very special.
It wasn't unexpected. It's something you've always done, and we kind of always look forward to it. Like, if I had my wallet on me, I keep one of those little slips in my wallet all the time. Yeah. And like, I'll open it and it's got my name on it, and sometimes I'll open it and read it and be like, oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, it's a good pick-me-up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we headed to Rogers or somewhere, right? Rogers?
Somewhere in Northwest Arkansas.
We headed to somewhere in Northwest Arkansas to stop at a Starbucks. And then so, Matthew, this is our last day. Do you have any last comments about it?
It has been so much fun. I have my coffee to maybe erase the bags under my eyes, but the concerts have gotten better every night. Our host homes have been delightful, and I'm looking forward to a quiet night at home and sleeping probably all day tomorrow.
Hi.
How's everything going for you?
Going very well. It's the last day.
Are there any like remarks that you want to make about the tour?
I'm just so happy with how well it's gone. Every concert has gotten better and better. Everyone's gotten along, been responsible, and very upbeat. So it's been a great experience, I think.
So do you think that we have accomplished our goal?
Oh yes, I think so. We've connected with a lot of alumni, a lot of donors and churches, and done some good recruiting, I think. So I think it's been a success.
And then after that, we went to the church. We just had a short day, but for me it felt like we were a lot of hours in that bus.
We are about to finish this tour, so I think my favorite part, I don't know, I think it's been the host families getting to see like almost a different family every night that are willing to take us in, and willing to feed us and take care of us as if we were their own children. And that's just really, it's evident to me that they are believers because they are willing to take in families or students and call them family.
I think my favorite part has just been like bonding with other people.
Right?
Yeah, and you guys and everyone else, and it was just a lot of fun to like, get to know people better. And I must say that y'all are a lot more fun than like the cheer team.
We got a great one for us here today. I got two! Right, teams are taking the upper hand from the turnbuckle. Mayweather, Pacquiao. Pacquiao. Mayweather, Pacquiao. The judges decided. I win.
The choir as a whole has definitely accomplished a few more friendships through riding the bus together, but also just willingness to go with Dr. Ledger and trust him. And I think that we've developed just trust in general with each other and with Dr. Ledger and with the music in our own voices, that we've been able to just go with it, because we have sang these songs so many times in rehearsal or a concert that we know them well enough to just have some fun.
Said goodbye to people, and like I kind of felt not bad about saying goodbye because it's something natural. It was just very bittersweet.
Yeah, I'm really excited that we've made it this far, that with no major, I guess, emergencies or accidents. No one has died yet, so that's good. But also I'm really excited that we get to go home and be with our families and start summer break. But this tour has been super fun.
Got to know a lot of people a lot better than I did. Used to be the only time I used to see the choir was 4 o'clock every day, but now I actually know people and I'm hanging out with them, and it's fun.
From the tour, I'm taking away what it means to be a community and to work alongside others and work alongside their differences or our differences between each other, and how to tolerate different kinds of people. And it's ouch. That hurt.
I've been kissing everybody when they
Like I said, I learned how to tolerate people with differences. Yeah, but just how to build a stronger community with others.
So next year, unfortunately, you won't be with us.
I won't be here next year.
Is there anything you would like to say to the remaining choir members?
Enjoy it while it lasts. Have fun. Just keep singing. I'm going to. I know I'm gonna find someplace to keep singing. So take each moment. I don't know what I was trying to say there. That was weird. Take each moment. Take two. Just enjoy it. It's over faster than you know. So.
Tell them to embrace every moment, the good ones and the bad ones, because you'll look back on it and realize that you kind of learned from the bad ones, and the good ones you wish you would have, no, you wish they would have lasted longer, I guess.
Have fun. Don't boo-hoo it. Just give it your best.
Does my eye look big?
Yep. Wait, it's not even focused. You're too... There we go. Okay, can you angle a little bit, please?
Like that?
No, Whitney, you look too wide. It's not your fault. It's the light.
I am very excited for the food. I might kill someone trying to run into the place, but it'll be okay.
So were any of you at our concert last night? And one kid raised his hand, and I made the mistake of saying, well, what'd you think?
And he was like, well, I just thought y'all could have been louder. And then he realized like what he'd said. He was like, oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. I just thought y'all could have been louder. And I just want to be like. You all are pretty loud for 16 people. I mean, my God.
I don't know. It's kind of my last bus ride, so kind of
Flippers.
like.
Wait, goodbye.
We can't leave.